YouTube's algorithm frequently recommends right-leaning and Christian videos to users who have not previously shown interest in those topics, according to new research released Tuesday. The Institute for Strategic Dialogue, a London based think tank studying extremism, conducted 4 investigations using personas with different interests to examine YouTube's algorithm. Despite varying interests from gaming, male, lifestyle gurus, mommy vloggers, and Spanish language news, videos with religious themes were shown to all the accounts. The ambiguity of these videos across investigations, as well as the fact that almost all the videos relate to Christianity, raises questions as to why YouTube recommends such content to users and whether this is a feature of the platform's recommended system. The report noted. The accounts interested in mommy vloggers and Spanish language news receive more religious content than the others, which the report suggested could reflect that those groups tend to be more interested in religion. The think tank's investigation also split the accounts interested in mommy vlogger content based on political leaning, with one right-leaning account watching Fox News videos and one left-leaning account watching MSNBC videos. MSNBC being left-leaning is hilarious. The right-leaning account was recommended twice as much Fox News content as the left-leaning account was recommended MSNBC content despite watching news content for the same amount of time, the report found. Fox News was also the right-leaning account's most recommended channel, while MSNBC was the left-leaning account's third most recommended channel. Did they not tell us who the oh, they don't apparently? Because both accounts watch news content for the same time, and because this was the only variable in the content both accounts watch, this may indicate that YouTube recommended Fox News more frequently than MSNBC, according to the report. It also found that accounts interested in male life gurus like Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson were recommended news content that was mostly right-leaning or socially conservative, despite not personally watching any news videos. Fox News is the most frequently recommended news channel for these accounts, and much of this content featured former Fox News host Tucker Carlson. These accounts were also served content about culture war issues, such as videos opposing the virus mitigation efforts, espousing okay, I don't want to read that. Some terms that can get me in trouble. We welcome research on our recommendation system, but it's difficult to draw conclusions based on the test accounts created by the researchers, which may not be consistent with the behavior of real people. YouTube spokesperson Alina Hernandez said in the statement. YouTube's recommendation system is trained to raise high-quality content on the homepage, in search results, and the Watch Next panel for viewers of all ages across the platform, she added. We continue to invest significantly in the policies, products, and practices to protect people from harmful content, especially younger viewers. I found this interesting because I said before, I don't really have any, even as a religious person, I'm not really interested in religion, at least the pieces of it that are online. I don't really sit around watching sermons and, I don't know, Bible audiobooks, whatever, you could define religious content as. And in spite of not being someone that watches that stuff, even though I am religious, I have seen some sermons recommended, various other church live streams. So I guess I do see what they're saying here about there being an overinflation of these religious content creators and right-leaning content coming your way. Also, I should say for Fox, I'm not surprised at all that's the biggest news channel. I think that has more to do with just like if you go and look at ratings, Fox is like of any of the politically leaning news channels. I really don't even like saying MSNBC is left leaning, but for the sake of their establishment, but let's just pretend that they are this progressive outreach center. Fox has always dominated CNN and MSNBC in the terms of ratings. So I'm not surprised that when you come on YouTube, even if you're a left-leaning person, you're still going to get recommendations for Fox's videos. Now, of course, it is pretty weird that the videos that are getting recommended the most are featuring a commentator our host rather, who's not even with the network anymore, because that's another problem we've had with YouTube, where they'll recommend videos that are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old. People have complained about that, so I guess that's in line with that same thing of like, it's not even current, but it's getting shoved my way as if it is. But I don't know. I think there's more grounds for the religious stuff being out of nowhere than the political, because there's a lot of left-leaning people, myself included, who watch right-leaning stuff. Like, I don't watch the commentators, right? But I'm, subscribed to various Republican politicians' channels, and if someone I'm, I guess, slightly interested in goes on Fox News, it could be a Democrat, most likely it's a Republican, but even with some of them, I'll go and watch it. Whereas when you're talking about MSNBC, they're not really known for having Republicans on, so you're probably going to see more crossplay, like more left-leaning people going to watch Fox than right-leaning people going to watch, CNN and the rest of them, because they don't feature a lot of the same individuals that Fox will. And oftentimes you'll go to Fox as someone who's trying to hear both sides, whether you're left or right-leaning, and think you're at least getting more variety in terms of the commentators and various politicians that appear on there. So it's one of those things where it's just kind of, you have to start factoring in how much of us are just so insulated that we're only going to watch left-leaning people, and because I don't think I could ever, like, I don't sit and just watch Fox all day. But if I go on YouTube and it's hard for me to go about maybe a week or two without looking and seeing who did an interview on there this week, who was on, who came there. I mean, that's just how it is when I'm interested in something. The varying perspectives on it, they might annoy me, but I still want to see what they're saying. So this is a really interesting article in my view. I always like it when they talk about statistics and just things they can prove through some, game of numbers or experimentation. And from what they've shown, this side, like, YouTube has always had biases, right? Just the people they prop up and the various stuff that gets recommended over and over to us. Like, I've been on tabs where there's a content about videos or series or movies I've never watched, have no interest in watching, and it just appears. I've had sports content directed my way, and I've never once watched any sports videos because I'm not personally interested. So all I'm getting at is, this site has its biases. It knows who and what to promote. The best we can do is just, if we're not interested, we don't have to watch it. I guess that's all I can say.